when you ask me, level is that everybody's level. It almost seems like maybe in this once a month, it can be like really general. Hey, what's working well with you on social media? Where are your struggles? And then if you have like specific questions to come to open office hours, that's your space. Maybe. I don't know.
I think that he's going to have a specific person. But I believe that most of the people who don't know the question I'm not asking.
True.
So I think that creates.
Mhm.
So I would what they need. No,
Yeah.
they need either one.
I think, yeah.
Like,
So maybe get a little bit more like laser focused on like, this is this part, the part of the process. The process is this. We're focusing on this part.
not
My mind is too.
like
True.
and it was like this one, but nobody.
Ben, you still have your microphone on.
I think that's, yeah, and that's where I was kind of struggling because I was thinking, if I do these trainings, I don't want to just do the same thing over and over and over again. But like, yeah, if it were up to me, it would just be like, you can just the brand statement, you know, if your office, figure out who your trainer is. Oh, everybody's just listening.
Do you mind
I don't mind.
miking?
What am I doing?
This is the back of the magnet. This is the front. So it'll go like this. Yeah. And then let me plug you. Okay. And maybe we'll have.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm mic'd up.
It's a monster laptop,
Yeah, it's just from the 60s.
right?
We got a big hard drive.
What? I've already looked second. Well, I would love. Where is the figure?
Oh, there you go.
It's just how tech's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Trying. You were a theater kid, weren't you? Oh, yeah. I know. I hear it.
I heard, yeah, I saw her name. Yeah, it's a little squirrely.
Is that open in Google Slides?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Aha. Aha.
It's on your desktop. Presentation. I wouldn't do that.
Do you want to plug in?
Sure.
Oh, I know that was your.
No, it's not. My problem is my computer will like go blank after X amount of, but it should be fine.
That is like.
That is a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move this out of the way. Yep.
Put that. Can you put your
Will it probably just pop up my name, I think? That should be fine.
and then
Is it?
There we go. It should be like instant.
you just gotta give you permission,
Oh, okay.
so they know that you're here.
Cool.
Well, I guess I should introduce. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So we got John and Gavin with the men's or Gameday Men's Health. They also love women, not just men. But they are our first group to come on a Wellness Tuesday. So we kind of had a lot of change from when we launched Cumberland Wellness to actually having today. So I did say this might get a little bit of a lighter crowd while we kind of get the wheels turning and people showing up things. And I really wanted to make it shine with addressing the men in the room, which I feel like sometimes gets pushed to the side. And I felt like John and his company would do a really good kickoff.
Yeah.
We're trying to build here. So
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
The men's mastermind.
yes, I love it. I love it. It says it's connecting. It says it's connecting.
Just doesn't.
I was always worried about their people. Yeah.
It's weird it was connecting like through Bluetooth versus hardware. That's odd. Bad HDMI?
Yeah.
If you want, I can kind of
Yeah.
start a little
Yep.
bit. Maybe we can try. Yeah.
Technical difficulties here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or is there a Zoom too? Am I looking at a camera? Cool.
Yep, we're good there, and I'm on it for the channel. We've got John, Adam.
My microphone's working. Yeah.
Boy,
You're going for this.
Okay.
So this is for kind of cool. All right.
Yep.
Good. Or good enough. All right. Well, we'll start. Thanks for having us, Amy. Awesome. Appreciate it. Heather introduced me to Amy. You guys are related, apparently. I was out at a pheasant hunt down in Wellsville for the PA State Police. Friend of mine, I don't know if anyone was there, but John Henry was not there, which he should have been. But a friend of mine, financial advisor, their firm has all PA State Police in Cumberland County. They're working on the entire state. They put this on for them, and I met Heather there. Turned me on to Amy and this, and then recently I met one of your new agents, Dora. She had a table at a gym, and she just posted something on social media yesterday, doing a collab with one of these gift certificates, trying to get her name out there. So it's kind of what we're all about. Real quick background: Gameday Men's Health. Again, ladies, please don't be confused by the name because we have most of our services women are actually coming in for. Franchise started in 2008 out in California. Go figure, right? They're always progressive. The founder and CEO was in his mid-30s, had every symptom you could imagine of low testosterone, not just libido, it's fatigue. He was going to the gym 6-7 days a week. He could not gain muscle, could not lose the weight. All this mood swings, men, women, we all have mood swings, right? He just could not figure out what was going on. And no PCP he talked to could help him out. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't even want to test his testosterone. Oh, you're getting older, So long story short, he started Gameday Men's Health. And it's a very unique model. Something super unique about it is we have an in-house CLIA and COLA certified lab, state, federal. Took us 5 months to get licensed, I believe. A lot of other states opened up right away, but Pennsylvania being connected to New York, New Jersey, we all know the state is going to be bare. So what that means for you guys come in, make an appointment, you do your intake form online, takes 5 minutes, or on your phone online, takes 5 minutes. Come in and see us. We draw your blood on site, and you wait in one of our cozy leather recliners with an 80-inch TV, man cave setting. It's very relaxed, very comfortable man cave setting. 20-25 minutes, we have your testosterone, your PSA, and your hematocrit. Obviously, we do blood pressure, basic vitals, and you get a consult with someone like Gavin. We have 3 providers now. Gavin's a nurse practitioner in the ER at one of the local hospitals. We have another nurse practitioner, and our more recent is a PA, 17 years down at the Campbell Corporation in Hanover. So plenty of experience. You get a consult with them, all free of charge. So that's normally $600, $700, $800 from somewhere else. Your PCP, 4 or 5 visits. It's months. We've heard people don't even get the results, and it's just a pain. A lot of the PCPs out there will not even do your testosterone levels. They don't want to manage it. They don't know how. Unlike Gavin and the rest of our team, our providers are Hormonal Health Institute trained, and that's all we do. So it's a very unique business model. You can literally leave same day your first shot of testosterone if you are low and choose to do that. Something about that we should all know. No, we do not take insurance. That's a huge benefit to us guys. So like I was saying, PCPs don't want to manage it. If you do find a PCP that will manage it, if they know how, if you trust them, most of them are going to bring you up to the normal range, which is anywhere between 250 and 900, 915. It's a wide range for testosterone levels. And if they bring you up, it's typically going to be 300 or 400. Say, all right, you're good now. You're in your normal range. Off to the races. That's like a 70 or 80-year-old man to begin with. So why even waste your time? So the fact that we do not take insurance, we take HSA, FSA, we can optimize. You come in, you're 500, you're 600. You talk to Gavin. Look, I have all these symptoms. Well, we can bring you up 7, 8, 900, 11, wherever you feel the best, right? Like you're in your 20s again, and we optimize that. So we are great. Gavin, anything you want to chime in on here in the moment? All right. So just an introduction here. The gentleman on the right, he's our chief medical officer, and he actually owns 5 clinics himself. He believes in it so much. The guy's tremendous. So testosterone replacement therapy, ED treatments. I like to add in there, not just ED, erectile dysfunction, erectile enhancement. So we have some different machines that we can use for erectile enhancement, PRP injections, medical weight loss, peptides, vitamin therapy, musculoskeletal, which is MSK treatments, and now Botox. Our newest provider, Tanya, she has been an esthetician for quite a few years, 10 or 15 years, I believe. And so we have that in the clinic for men and women as well. Not just in the face, hydro. Yeah, it's for hypohidrosis for armpits, hands, extremely sweaty. That can be fixed with Botox. And by the way, please be interactive. Any questions? Just shout it out. Raise your hand if you're confused. You have anything you want to ask? No. Here we are. I mean, as it says, energy. We focus our energy on delivering a premium concierge medical experience. I don't want to sit here and slideshow you guys to death, but like I said, all of our clinics are designed to be a man cave setting. Obviously, you guys are coming in. We're all coming in. We're talking about some sensitive topics. You're not your lab coat, sterile lab coat environment. We want it to be as relaxed as possible. There's snacks in the corner over there, TV, like I said, TV on the wall. It's a very comfortable environment. Testosterone, right? It's a vital hormone. Strength, energy, focus, improve sleep, obviously libido, the whole nine. There's so many things, that affects us guys, women, husbands, significant others, boyfriends, it's, we'll call it PMS for a guy, right? We can have, our hormones can be out of whack. Come home from work, tired, got to sit on the couch. Those days are over, right? If you can optimize your testosterone, why wouldn't you, right? Testosterone generally decreases about 1% a year when a guy hits 30 years old. It's pretty young, right? Especially now the life expectancies that guys are living to. All these responsibilities here, cognitive function, muscle mass and strength, everything right down to motive and drive. So many things. If you look at it, there's a med spa in every corner. I know, Amy, you and someone were talking about that, Revived or wherever you were talking about. There's no place for guys to go and really deal with these things. I'm 47 here next month in March, and I know the way I was brought up, men don't cry, men don't show emotion, suck it up, deal with your pains, all that nonsense. So this is a place where guys can come and, just talk about what's going on. Crazy statistics here. Boom. 100%.
And having that free session with John and Kevin is like getting a free blood draw and like actually having a potential path forward is
Yep.
massive.
Yeah. It's huge. Thanks for bringing that up. So literally just had a woman at 50 years old come in today. We did her full panels. Now we don't do everything in-house. We send it out, and being 1,000 strong, we're 450, 460 open currently. By the way, Gameday sold 1,000 locations in 1 year, fastest growing franchise in world history. Almost half are open now, more to come. So we get tremendous discounts from LabCorp. So we don't make money off that. We charge what we get charged, and it's very inexpensive, cheaper than your insurance most of the time. So a woman came in today. We ran absolutely everything on her. We'll get her results the very next day. We'll give her a call, and we'll guide her through. We don't treat female testosterone in clinic, but we have partnerships who we work with, and we send out for that. 40% of men by 45 will have hypogonadism, which is low testosterone. So I'm in there, right? I'm 47 here next month. 1 in 4 men over 30 million people have low testosterone. 52% of men will struggle with some erectile dysfunction. So erectile dysfunction, men, women, it's a topic, right? It's not all testosterone, it's mental, but hey, listen, you're a little overweight, you're not feeling like you were when you were 18, 20, 21. It's a mental game too. So it helps with all of that. Couple more slides, pretty basic. This one really explains the options. Most common, most effective injections. There's oral, creams, and then pellet therapy as well. Pellet therapy is X amount of pellets, 4, 5, 6 of them, depending on how your body handles it. About the size of a grain of rice, a little slit in your butt cheek, pop it on, plug it in. Gavin or someone would do that, and you just butterfly it over, and you're off to the races. Most men metabolize every 3 to 4 months. You get them changed out. 4 to 6 months, you change them out. It is a little bit harder to change on the fly like you can with injection, and we most of our patients do subcutaneous, 1/2-inch needle, 27 gauge is extremely small. You don't really feel it's just a little prick. You can do intramuscular. I don't know why any guy would, other than just feeling like they're just want to jab themselves, but there's plenty of options. Yes, it's the same as taking steroids. That's not true. We monitor at least 5 times a year your blood work, your hormones for the first year. And if you're running smooth, maybe we can back it off to 3 or 4, but we charge $250 once a year. That's for all of your labs. You can't really beat that. I mean, that's your estrogen, your testosterone, your PSA, LH, FSH, everything. Full panel, $250 for the year, 4 or 5 times that's a steal all on its own. Cosmetic reasons and just to get completely jacked like that, you said in the gym, and that's We all know that guy, right? They're abusing it. Our machines go up to 1,500. We know if you're abusing it. We'll have a conversation with you. You know, we're not here to create juices, right? We're here to optimize your testosterone so you're feeling youthful and your best again, right? Game day, look good, feel good, play good. That's the mentality. Another myth, suffering the side effects of low T is normal and you should live with it. Why, right? Women, guys, we don't live with wrinkles, right? If you want to go get Botox, you fix it. So again, you don't have to live with low testosterone. Causes prostate cancer. So untrue. We consistently test for PSA and it does not cause, it's been debunked many times. So it does not cause prostate cancer. Causes heart attacks. Not true. New England Journal of Medicine, 23 prove that. It's actually directly linked to cardiovascular disease if you have low testosterone. So it's unhealthy to have low testosterone. Makes men aggressive. Well, again, that's the guys that are abusing it in the gym or wherever. They're not being monitored. They're way too high of a dose. So yeah, it can, but again, you're not just optimizing.
Other myth that I hear a lot of is once you start it, usually it shuts down, your body's happy.
I don't feel that. That's very untrue, but I'll let Gavin.
So technically you are replacing body weight. However, depending on like age, some fertility, we can do adjunct medications on top of the testosterone to preserve function. Some people, especially younger people, patients that are in their 30s, sometimes we can do other things than just testosterone. We can do hormone or medications that actually just produce more testosterone. But if you do just straight testosterone for a long period of time, greater than a year, affect your own production unless you do something on top of that with other medications.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions about testosterone? Yeah.
Typically goes on a TRT protocol. Do they generally on the same protocol for a long period of time, or is it always varying depending on blood work?
That's a great question. I'll start out by saying my personal experience. When I started, I was dosing. I just started a couple years ago when I started the business. Right, I didn't know a whole lot about it. I did a lot of research, looked into it, and I was like, hey, if I'm going to own this business, I might as well be a client, right? I was in the low 400s, which is not terrible, but played 2 sports in college. I am very active. I have 2 kids, single dad. Like I was sick of being shot all the time. I have another full-time job. I'm like, I'm going to optimize my testosterone. Why wouldn't I? So I can tell you, we have a lot of people that have come in and their PCP makes them inject once a month. It's absolutely ridiculous. We at least would like to see twice a week. You lower the dose, so it basically your hormones, you go up and down, up and down, up and down. I personally do 3 times a week. I just lower the dose and divide it into 3, and my hormones are steady constantly, right? 7 days a week. So I did it for a few months. I think I got up to 600. I felt a difference. I was sleeping like a baby. I had more energy, but I'm like, there's still. So I'm now running like 850, I believe. And so again, the thing with the injection, you can change on the fly. You can literally change your very next dose, like a day or 2 later. So depending on, your goals, your age and where, as you're going, you don't have to stay on the same dose. And that's where you talk to our providers and you're in, we're seeing you 5 times a year, the first year. And by then you're pretty much dialed in, I'd say.
Yeah. To answer your question, this is going to be patient dependent. The levels are not adequate. It also depends on how you're feeling. The numbers are not as important as like how you're feeling. So there's no set protocol. It's going to be pretty customized.
Anything else we can think of on obviously the main topic, testosterone? I'm sure you guys have all heard about peptides. Go ahead.
The range for testosterone is obviously different between each person. My understanding is that some have higher testosterone. So even if I'm in a normal range, but still feel like I should feel better for my age, sort of everything like that.
100%. And like, let me reiterate, free blood work, free consult. And we encourage even guys that are on street stuff, we want you to be healthy. We're not the cops. We don't care. Come on in, see us. At least you have a baseline. Let's say you come in, you're at 700 or 800. I don't, how old are you, but if you don't mind? 34. You come in, you should be in that 600 range, maybe 700. But I can tell you, the can of SpaghettiOs that I ate at 20, 30 years ago has way more ingredients now than, it's all the shit in our food. It's the plastic. It's everything, right? It's all these hormone disruptors, the Glade plug-in in your wall that you're breathing, your fabric softener, shit's not good for you. We have guys coming in their 20s with tanked numbers. It is what it is, right? So yeah, I mean, it's at least get a baseline, right? See where you're at. And then a year or two from now, you're like, man, the last couple of years, I've just been dogging it. I'm going to the gym even more and I can't gain that muscle. I can't lose the extra belly fat. Then you kind of know, come in again. Oh shit, I dropped 100 points. Oh my God, what's going on? So, and I have a guy, Kelly Lemons. He's a Harrisburg firefighter. He was in the Army. We just did a podcast with him. If you look up on our social media, he thought he could fix it himself, and he's like, I tried everything. I think I went up 6 points over here. He's like, I can't. I had to bite the bullet and realize I have low testosterone. Let's optimize it. So yeah, you come in, you're 600. Okay, you're in the middle of the road, probably where you should be, but you have, Gavin will tell you, right? Like there's usually not one symptom. It's not like my libido, or it's usually a multiple symptom kind of thing. All right, let's optimize it. Let's see when you're running 600 or 700. How do you feel then? You could have a twin brother. He could be 600 and you could be at 8, and you feel the same. It's so different with everyone. Anything else? Great questions.
But the biggest knock I've heard on it is just that it's kind of not that it's for life, but to feel the way you want to feel, it's kind of for life.
Yeah. Yep.
The cost breakdown of your average customer 2 injections per week.
I mean, the amount of injections don't matter. We don't charge like that. Roughly $200 a month. Yep. We give. Obviously, I planned on telling you this. You guys are going to get a special discount for anyone that's with Keller Williams. Anyone you refer, we actually have a referral program as well. I'll give you an app, and refer a friend kind of thing, just so we can track it to you if you want. Anyone you recommend, we do this with a lot of gyms. For instance, Arc Fitness, Crunch Fitness. If they're a member there, they get 10% friends and family automatically. You guys, I'm going to give you guys 15% off our services. So I'm just trying to spread the word, right? So yeah, so give or take 180 to 220. Another huge benefit we have, if you're local enough, Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays are typically our busiest mornings. You can come into the clinic. You're in and out in 5 minutes. We'll inject for you if you hate needles that bad. You're in and out, but we have a lot of people doing that. I'm sorry, any day, yeah, but Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Friday, whatever kind of works for you. Or you save $20 a month right there just off shipping. Ship it to the privacy of your own home, like I do. It's an extra $20. We just got to charge for the shipping. So that's it.
Is this, and I don't know how to formulate the question correctly, is this truly a supplement or supplementing testosterone, or is bumping up your levels to where you feel the best in addition to peptides, exercise, the right diet? Is the goal then always to get those levels naturally where you want them?
I'll let him feel that. I'm going to, no.
To answer your question, I've had some patients, most of them can be overweight. So yeah, we can put people on testosterone and give them that motivated working out. I've pulled several patients on testosterone through their trials. Testosterone now, by their own testosterone, they were on adjunct medication to go in. And I would say about 75% success. So I think about 5 or 6 people have come off. Most of them have stayed off and actually teeth have bumped up. They tend to be young, early 30s. And they can kind of stay off testosterone. Some people they drop back down to their treatment levels, they go back again, get back to testosterone. So we can trial, like potentially having you change your lifestyle, do some weight workout, do some things to improve your testosterone. Will it work? We don't know. We can always trial and go back down to where you were before you started and be back to square one. It's fine. You can start. But again, not everyone. It's not going to work for everyone. It's people that are persistent, especially people.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm asking for two categories, but my own interest, and then I also have a 70-year-old dad who this conversation is going to get horrible with him.
Yeah.
Something that we should.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, especially to the older generation. It's no, I can fix it, or no, I'm a man. I don't have low T. But yeah, and to piggyback off what you had asked, listen, $200 a month, I go blow that in a bar in 20 minutes if I want. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not for everyone, right? It's if you can afford it. The way I look at it is I could walk out of here and get smoked by a car and die. So I hate to be morbid, but it's true. Why not live the best feeling I can as long as I can until I do die? That's the way I look at it, right? Like, I'm also very active. I try to be. I play hockey still. I coach. I don't want to be a bump on a log. I don't want to be an asshole. I mean, I'll honestly, like, life stresses. I've snapped at my kids before, and I shouldn't have. I'm sure it's because that's part of it, right? My hormones are out of whack. So, not to say I'm perfect now, but I don't yell as much. No.
There's a lot of health factors to like affect the alcohol, it's called the pituitary gonadal axis, which is like communication between the testes. So yeah, so diabetic and other comorbidities could increase your risk for having that.
Great questions. Yeah, Heather.
Okay. And for my husband, his focus is like my testosterone is low because of different things he listens to. But if you came in and it's like a normal level, it's and it doesn't seem to be that's the issue. I mean, there's other kinds of ideas. So there is it.
Almost definitely, yeah. Several consults, they're pretty sure that the testosterone's low, the actual testosterone's perfectly fine. Then we dig in, it's like, oh, I sleep 5 hours a night, I don't eat McDonald's, we can also check vitamins, pulse, we can dive into like the lifestyle stuff too, and that's all kind of in that free consult. Even if you show up, get your levels checked, they're normal, kind of get a free doctor's visit to talk about other stuff, even though you may not sign up for anything. So say like, hey, maybe let's discuss this, and come back and see me in 3 months and see where you land. Can you feel that?
Yeah, no, I think that it's not just like it's the other combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are disappointed. They really thought they were low, but sometimes it takes a little bit more than just taking a medication.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like, Gavin bust my balls. I started taking testosterone, and he's like, you still got to go to the gym if you want to get muscle there. I'm like, I know. I can take as much testosterone as you want. You're not going to look like, this guy with his shirt on. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
Physical aspect of it just starts to snowball.
Yeah, I mean, Planet Fitness, right? I mean, their model, right? It's true. Like, if you're not being judged, you maybe will go to the gym, and then boom, it's a domino effect. So it just really helps kickstart. And the same, we'll get into peptides, good adjunct, like the GLP-1s, right? They're not meant to be a lifetime thing, but if it helps you lose 20, 30, 40 pounds to get your ass in the gym or just feel confident or whatever, just whatever it takes, right? Like, it is what it is. I keep saying any more questions, and you guys keep cranking them. Any more questions about TRT? So it's a peptide, short chain amino acid, which he'll dive into the geek out about it. But yeah, like Ozempic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, Ozempic is like one of them. Mounjaro, Ozempic. Any more questions though about testosterone?
Is there any health reasons you couldn't do this?
Yes. There you go, Doc.
So we know testosterone doesn't cause prostate cancer. Numerous studies show that it does not cause prostate cancer, but prostate cancer is a hormone-sensitive cancer, just like estrogen and breast cancer. So if you have prostate cancer, theoretically make it worse. Outside of prostate cancer, which is a pretty much absolute contraindication, there's some relative contraindication. So I would say if you know testosterone is good for the heart, but if you were like recently triple bypass, We do know the problem of the bucket panels is people that are not optimized health-wise, you know, who may have really prostate cancer, severe, unstable cardiovascular disease, issues, everything else is relative, and we discuss.
High blood pressure, cholesterol.
Uncontrolled, so if you're sitting around like 190, 200, you can better start. Isn't necessarily going to raise your blood pressure, but it could contribute to uncontrolled disease.
Yeah. To that point, though, I mean, we have plenty of patients that have had heart attacks that are on testosterone. So it's not like it's a, no, you can't ever do it. It's, you know, talk to your cardiologist. You know, most of them clear the patients, and we get a clearance, and then boom, we start it. So it's not that they can't. It's just they have to have clearance from their cardiologist. Yeah. Same with, you know, urologists, and if someone had their prostate removed, that's again not that you can't. You just we need clearance from your urologist, and we can move forward. There's not many times that they say no. Honestly, we've come across that, and just I want to put it out there too. Yes, we're not for profit. I wouldn't be in business if we didn't make money. But countless times, not too many, but guys come in, their testosterone was 100, 150. Go see your PCP. Go get it for $20 a month from your insurance, $40 a month. We love your money, but we're not doing that to people, you know. So problem is most of them end up coming back because their PCP, they don't want to deal with it. They can't find one. Can't find one they trust that'll manage it. And again, it goes back to they'll bring you to 300 or 400. Shit, I feel like I'm 80 anyway. You know what I mean? Why? So a couple $100 a month, optimize it. And my brain's going everywhere. You know, gals that are not W-2 employees or have that health insurance or on the spouses, concierge medicine, right? It's on the rise. We manage your overall health. You know, it's not like, here's your testosterone, see you later. You know, you're sitting with these providers, and this is what they do for a living. And two of them were PCP background anyway. So, and Gavin knows everything. So it's you know, it's a good way to think about, hey, it's in addition to my concierge doc, or hey, you know, I have health insurance, but let me utilize this as, you know, my concierge medicine. It's very affordable. You guys probably know, everyone knows someone that's a concierge doc. It's not cheap, you know. So any more questions on testosterone? I love this. No?
Well, I've seen most of the people that I know that have testosterone replacement therapy is basically a doctor will give you a level that they think is acceptable.
Yeah.
But it may not be acceptable to that. It's not how they want to accept life. So it's more or less like that.
Well, again, it goes back to being bound by insurance. We can optimize, we don't take insurance. So great. That's a great point. Any more?
And I like the customization of it, because like you said, you might have 600 and you might have 400 and feel perfectly fine. You might have 600 and feel like, yeah, you know, like, so like the number is going to represent or symptom out differently in every body.
Yeah.
So I think it's so holistic in a way.
Yeah.
Just going to see a PCP and they're like, okay, I understand.
Yeah. Look at a chart.
And then I'm hands off, and then having that consistent concierge service, which is, and that you have support managing it.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, listen, I have presented a few times now to friends in my personal financial advisor firms, you know, 100, 200 people. And to you guys, like, you guys people are buying homes from you, right? Like, they're trusting you with a lot of shit. Just, I'm in sales my whole life. Like, make yourself an advocate for them. Like, hey, look, you don't say, hey, you look fat, go see this guy. But, you know, like, listen, you guys get into some personal conversations. You're talking about their money. Like, you know, the more trust they have in you, you're going to help you guys. I hope, you know, I would think. So, any more questions about testosterone? Good. Okay. Peptides. Some of the younger people in here that have social media, maybe some of the older people, peptides are everywhere, right? I mean, you can read here, short chain amino acids. They're messengers. And that's what it does. So have you all heard of HGH, human growth hormone? Okay. Traditionally, it's synthetic human growth hormone in your body. It does what it's supposed to do, but it's synthetic, right? Not that this is this, it's much safer, all right? So that's one, HGH peptides. They're messengers. They're amino acids your body's already producing, creating, you have in your body. It's telling, hey, pituitary gland, produce more human growth hormone naturally, right? So peptides have come so far. There's lawsuits every month from big pharma against these compounding pharmacies, and they're losing. This is keeping people healthy. I need a fusion. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries. I am 3.5 months out of a partial knee replacement. Sports, snowmobiling, 4-wheeling has kicked my ass. I got on a peptide. It's called the Wolverine Stack. It's BPC 157, TB 500. 2 weeks after my surgery, I started PT a week after. My guy's like, "What? How's your swelling down so much?" Peptides, right? NAD plus. A lot of women do that. Fountain of Youth. But the biggest thing, there's blends, right? It depends on your goals. You want to reduce inflammation in your body. We got 1 or 2 for that. You can stack them together. You want to gain some muscle, you want to lose a little extra fat, and you want the recovery side of it. We blend 3 together. We don't. The compounding pharmacy does, right? But it's the future of medicine. It's keeping people healthier and off the pharmaceuticals, and they don't want that. Big pharma doesn't want that. They're losing billions and billions a year because of peptides. Gavin, we could talk all day about this, but here's some, kind of a bunch of the main ones that we sell. It helps with sleep, right? The Samoralin, it's an HGH one. You can blend that with a BPC 157 or TB 500, which helps with overall body inflammation. It's great. I don't know what else to say about it. You get the Joe Rogans of the world, the Gary Breccas. I mean, these guys are just horny about this. It's unbelievable. That's all they talk about. 100%. Thank you. So obviously testosterone and ED enhancement or ED treatment, although it can benefit you women, we can't give that to you. Although I shouldn't say that. Our shockwave therapy for women, urinary incontinence, sex drive, the whole nine. We can get into that at the end. But everything else is for women as well. So this is what women are coming in for, other than making their men come in for the low T and the ED treatments. So any questions on peptides? I mean, we can go down super big rabbit hole with all these.
Generic statement, pretty much everyone benefit from a peptide.
100%.
Health, supplements, nutrition.
Yeah. Name one guy that plays hockey or golfs that doesn't have an achy shoulder here, right? It's tissue repair, ligament repair, cell rejuvenation, right? Youth, fountain of youth. It's Botox in a bottle. I don't want to say that exactly, but it helps you recover. I mean, certain ones, right? So PT 141, Valentine's Day is coming up. We call it Sex Panther. Your husband's sleeping, squirt a little on his nose. It's a nasal spray. It'll wake up for you. No, PT 141 is a nasal spray. The rest are injections. Oral, your stomach eats it up. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So it's an insulin needle. It's the size of a grain of hair. I mean, it's super tiny. You don't even feel it. I demo it to people. I just go like that. They're like, what? That's it? Yeah. Very small amount, usually in the midsection. What else am I missing here? Yeah.
This is a peptide for everything from a peptide melatonin 1 and 2. If you want to tan your skin, that whole balance. Check this peptide.
Oh, yeah.
Tan in about a week.
It actually increases sex drive tremendously, though. That'll keep you healthy.
It's like,
You don't need, yeah, go ahead.
No, just you come to me and you're like, hey, I just one guy who wants I'm getting tell and I know about it. Most people read about this peptides and see it in social media. So they don't have the they come with side effects like sometimes constant nausea. It's something that you use short term. I just like to use that as an example, as an exaggeration of what a peptide can do. Most peptides are more like energy, libido, tissue recovery. Cmax here has actually been studied. There's studies out of Russia that shows its neural repair properties. So it's being used in stroke studies to like repair the brain after the stroke. I've had a stroke patient on that peptide. He was also doing PT, but it seems like his recovery of his deficits is more than just the PT. The HGH peptides give you more growth hormone, which is like something that is a big umbrella. So growth hormone, energy, fat burning, collagen induction for skin, mood improvement. It's kind of gives you a lot of things. We have peptides just for specific things. Like this is the copper peptide here that's found that increases collagen production. So collagen is what you need for bones and joints, but also for the ladies' face. They will microneedle the copper peptide into the face. You can inject it into the scalp.
Hair growth.
Injection, collagen induction. So tons of peptides for things. So what do you want? We can tell you what could help you. Some people have some requests, and I said, well, there's nothing that can do that for you. So,
I heard a lot about AD.
Yep.
That seems to be the most popular right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that are super popular, but that's very popular. Like obviously can't name names, but someone in our clinic's wife started taking the copper peptide, Fountain of Youth. She was losing her hair, and he said she's regained pretty much all of it back, which I'm going to start doing here pretty soon.
So what happens when we stop taking?
Okay.
These are all actual cycles, so you wouldn't do any of these continuously. I mean, NAD plus can be done like continuously, but most of these are just cycles. So let's say.
Well, what about BPC 157 for inflammation?
You would still want to
Cycle, okay.
Yeah. So we would do like a 6-week cycle. Some people will do one peptide this many weeks, another one, just stop completely for 6 months. Right, I would say probably by the end of this month, going into next month, we'll see a lot of people coming in for the HGH peptides because they're going to want to help with getting prepped for summer. So, we'll start the HGH peptide in March. We'll start burning on some buildings so you can get ready for summer. And then they would probably come off on some. It's really customizable, but none of these would be continuous.
Do you like? How do I frame it? Okay, so I'm ADHD, like completely neurodivergent, and I know that the way that I did a genetic test because I know that I struggle with methylation. So there's a couple different things that I know chemically from me would be like, is that something we can discuss in a consult? And, like there's knowledge based around. Yeah.
That brings up a good point. If you are taking medications for something that can maybe keep levels and other items that's unsolved, and you're kind of reviewing all that to see maybe where some problems are for issues.
Yeah.
But is this something you like do blood work for, or is this like more like a average thing?
Yeah, really, none of these require like any kind of baseline blood work. For the HGH peptides, we can check your IGF levels. So this is kind of like you can really check growth hormone. Growth hormone is utilized in the body about 30 minutes, so it's pretty impossible to check because you would have to check it at exactly the right moment. But IGF level, so people like to know the IGF level, do this cycle, what's my IGF level while I'm on it, off of it. So yeah, you can do that blood work. But most of these don't require any blood work, just based on the mechanism and what you're doing.
Anything that you grow taller.
Growth top.
Shin implants.
So once your growth plates are still puberty, you can grow taller. So
So they actually did the surgery where they like.
Oh, yeah.
What's her name? Yeah, what's it?
go. We know that.
Ah, that's got to be painful.
I have a friend that does NAD microdosing. They always make it.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, NAD is it's like cellular energy. So it's like gives you energy on a cellular level. So not energy as in like I took a energy drink and I feel energetic, but it's feeding your body what it needs for cellular activity on a whole bunch of different fronts. It's not something you're gonna feel immediately, but it's just feel better. Maybe that's why it's so popular in space.
we good on time. It's almost one.
It's almost 30
Yeah.
or 2.
Yep, not a lot left. Moving ahead, vitamin therapy, B12, glutathione, vitamin D, right? Glutathione, I have a bottle of that and BioBoost B12 in my fridge. I do one a week. Glutathione is antioxidants, right? I say it's like eating 10,000 blueberries at once. Super healthy. And B12, most people are B12 deficient. You said most are. Just a D.
D, yeah,
D.
pretty much no one's B12.
B12 deficient. Okay. Well, and it's water based, right? So you take it, 1 ml or 2 a week. You don't use it like any other vitamin. You just pee it out. But one thing I notice on that, I sleep like a baby, and I have more energy through the week. You know, and I don't drink coffee. Hate it. So I need something. What else? Vitamins, pretty basic. Again, another thing a lot of women do. We can sell packages of it. You know, come in, we can inject you, or you take it home, inject yourself, whatever you want. MSK, musculoskeletal. So, acoustic wave, sound wave therapy. Look at the treatments for it, right? From your heel, Achilles up to your neck. So it creates micro trauma. You know, after my surgery, my IT band was screaming. I thought I was gonna die. I did it twice, gone. You can obviously read about it here. I don't want to regurgitate here, but men, women, active people, going to the gym, just sitting on the couch too long, you get sore. I don't know, like anything. It could be used for anything. Same therapy that we actually use for erectile enhancement, erectile dysfunction treatments, just at a different wavelength, right? It penetrates much deeper, creates, breaks down scar tissue. It's great for arthritis. Anyone that's what I had. Any arthritic joints, it really does improve overall health. We recommend 4 to 5 treatments. Pretty affordable. We'll work with you obviously if you buy a package of 3 or 5 or 6, but people swear by it. It's really helpful. There's not a whole lot to say about that more than that. Any questions? Anything you want to add?
I know that with going through the things, that women, especially in perimenopause and menopause, when we're experiencing such a fluctuation in hormones that we have, I can have quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All that.
You guys ever, I'll leave some I'm going to leave some free vitamin shot cards as well. Get a hold of us. Let us know I presented here. If you ever want to come in and try a free MSK treatment, you got an issue with your shoulder or whatever.
I can't say when so when something like this therapy is something that over time I'm still going to continue to right out here, but I don't know if there's surgery there. Look at that.
This wave therapy probably not the best modality for like cervical related issues, is more muscular than that. It can be used on joints, but like if your issue is like disc or disc narrowing or frames and those things, it's probably won't be I won't be very effective with that. It's more of a kind of bone issue.
Calcification. Yeah, I have that in my L4, L5. Great.
Yeah, it does have its limitations.
Muscle fat.
Great for those.
Great for those. Yeah. Is it on there? Yeah, I can add that.
You can also use Botox, especially for obesity. This could definitely help. Basically what this is doing is creating a microtrauma, which basically just tells the body, hey, look at this area, pay attention to it, and it starts causing remodeling. Just triggers the body to respond to where we're targeting the treatment, which is gonna make it do stuff, like it's gonna repair tissue, it's gonna drive down inflammations.
They have a whole body suit like that.
I would have been in it.
I know.
Like I said, first one's, on the house. You guys, we would love to have you come in and try it out. Here we go. This is what Amy was waiting for. Sexual performance solution. All right. So yeah. We had a lot of fun last one, but erectile dysfunction, right? It's a real thing. A lot of guys, depending on age, may not matter. They can achieve an erection. They can't maintain it throughout, all of intercourse. It's pretty simple. It's lack of blood flow, right? Same technology is cardiovascular, general surgery for kidney stones, the whole nine. It breaks up the plaque in your arteries, in your vessels, and all that, and it creates more blood flow. Is there a Gaines wave in there? I think pictures do a million things. Pretty basic, right? Opens up the blood. You can pass it around. Just opens up the capillaries, blood flow, increases blood flow. Porn stars use this stuff, right? And then they don't have ED. It's for enhancement too, like better orgasms, longer erections, harder erections, the whole nine. This can, be used on the female side as well. Different services, obviously, urinary incontinence, better orgasms, basically, because it's blood flow, right? There you go. Instead of doing Viagra, Cialis, which we do have all that stuff, as well. People just want to perform as the best they can, right? Again, difficulty achieving an erection, reduce sexual desire, maintaining the erection, all this stuff it can help with. So again, the ED, but we really like to promote it as enhancement as well, because it can really, spice things up, right? What else do we have here? Is it on the next slide? PRP, platelet-rich plasma. We've probably all heard of the injections in the shoulder, the knees, the hips, to help healing. PRP, we draw a lot more extra blood. We spin it down in our centrifuge and we pull out the platelet-rich plasma. We can inject that into the penis as well. Sounds barbaric, but there's a numbing cream and you don't really feel it. But that basically, I'll let you kind of speak more to that as a replacement for Cialis, Viagra for longer term.
It's great for the treatment of ED, also just for erectile enhancement. It's as simple as we're taking the good stuff in your blood. PRP has been around for a long time. Females will not needle it into their face, injection into scalp and hair growth, orthopedic specialties, joints. We're taking the good stuff in your blood and just concentrating in an area. This is 5 small injections of shaft penis. Basically just putting the platelet-rich plasma in there. It's remodeling, increasing blood flow. It's also used in Crohn's patients. Crohn's is where you have scar tissue, cause deviation, inject the plasma.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, we can treat Crohn's with both the shockwave and the plasma to break up the plaque and prevent correct the deviation of the shaft.
Any questions on that? That's really it. It's kind of, TRT, ED, medical weight management, peptides, vitamins, MSK, and Botox.
Assuming Botox is just going forward,
it's actually going to be trademarked by someone. So we use it while we can. But again, everything except the ED treatments and enhancement and the testosterone, we can help women with that in a sense, but everything else, women too, right? So, and despite the name, yeah. That's it. Any questions? Thanks for having us. Guys, gals, beer koozies, any golfers out there, some good plastic tees, please take those. I'm going to leave some raffle tickets or whatever. I don't know how you guys want it. You guys raffle that off to anyone in the company.
Okay.
And there's some literature we can leave.
How would you like us to enter this? Or would you like me to put everybody's name and who is here and then just draw a name?
Yeah. And then it's better odds if you guys don't include like John Henry and those clowns that were here. There you go. To the end.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Johnny Boy, here, John Alt, and Rick, and that's your husband? Okay. So we got that.
He's up talking about all the sexual health. He's going to beat me up.
But John, Rick, John.
I better take my mic off. Awesome. Oh yeah, we love listen. We love to hear about it. I can leave some literature, guys, gals, or come take whatever you want. Don't be shy. My business card is also. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, thank you. Yeah.
More of like somebody comes here and qualify.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Did you look at that? No, I don't have any. All right, got this.
We want Mr. Henry.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
John, do you have the vitamin shot?
My husband went down to 20%. It's back up to when I say that, you know, oh, we're good, you're my heart. It's like, you know, we work most weeks at work. That's right. So for thank you for your information.
Yeah, thanks for your attendance and thank you, Amy, obviously for help.
Oh my gosh.
You want to leave with a couple things of each or actually? We can put it up here.
What?
And then go back.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys you'd like to leave or not, that's okay too. But we have a whole section back there that we can put some things up for people.
Yeah.
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 Here that they could see, so.
Is this yours? I don't want
Oh, sure.
to. Okay. Yeah, I can leave
What do you think?
handful of flyers or more each.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
What do you think is the best one?
more we, I mean, if you want, yeah, just do, and whatever you want. We'll leave some koozies and some golf tees. These are the good plastic ones. Make sure they.
So I think the NAD plus
Okay.
oral, you're saying it's not.
Oh, NAD plus orally?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this, the study showed like injectable NAD, which must be quite anxious. The issue with a lot of peptides orally. So peptides are chains of amino acids. So what our body does with everything that we eat, it just breaks it down to the code block. So we eat bread, we're just gonna break it down to sugar, steak, it's gonna break it down. So amino acids, body was very then make whatever they want with it. So see some we just some people do have they do feel better on it. And maybe these
Yeah.
and
The microneedling would be
Okay, Heather, I'm gonna make you pick
I would just use an example of like.
Because I do that.
The past and too much.
I have a winner for you here.
Or we provide we're not, we just offer it on service right now,
Yeah. I'm going for the friends.
Oh, collagen threads, yeah, I've heard of that. Where are you going for that?
SCG spa.
Where's that?
Carlisle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm using it. Wait, not, I have 5 great grandchildren.
Great.
Great. Why?
Which one was Sean?
My husband.
Mr. Henry, oh, nice. Well, I hope Amy does it well.
It went very well. I think Ben Espenshade? Giles, he went that way. I think he's in with Brittany. All right, so how do I have them reach out to you and say, hey, I won Sean Zeiders?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring that in.
Bring this one in. Okay, give this in.
Yeah, I signed it.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect. Let me know how that works out for you there, Sheila. I can't keep up. That's right.
That'll make you know.
Have a good day, guys. Nap time.
Where's the next hunt at, buddy? You have one plan?
Yeah, next month, I'll be, that's shoot on it. You ever seen a big ramp? Beer call?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on, a week and a half, we'll go up to Mexico. Yeah.
You'll be hiking there?
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna get, we'll kill 2 first. I'll kill, please don't.
I won't. Good to see you, buddy.
Hi, John.
Amy.
Bye, love. Oh, what a hoot.
All right.
Okay. You guys are awesome. Thank you. John says thank you.
Yeah. Let me come in, I just have,
Thank you.
my eyes are on. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Come
body.
on, you guys are coming together.
So I didn't know that I was super sensitive to this, but I've been like.
Tim up front.
Stress.
What, are we saying, so that the.
Yeah, dark, that's the older, two dark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're in the Rochefort Business Center. So we do the old members first. Enough. Yes. Yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
We're across the street from the old members first. So
Right. It's all my, it's like normal, so like I'm not a normal, typically I'm like, give me the child. Like start you on very small and just show me up.
thanks for having us.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Mention you're with Keller, you get a discount.
Nice.
Yours.
That's it. So I'm stuck in on that. We are doing some. He starts. So they just took me from an SSRI.
Yeah, I mean, town of youth is very good.
He asked.
Well, I'll let them.
No. So, I know, I'm just gonna. It happened.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you ever do it?
Tom,
Yeah, my body was.
pricing, I don't know about that.
Hey, Ben. So I'm one. My husband won.
All right, ladies, thank you.
So I will like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is not working.
Then that's what it's all in class.
What you thought about?
Because normally, but I'm not the front investors in the box.
I'll just put it on these. Chucked up or Josh.
Oh, no, I put it in the.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take it in there.
It's my guess is working hard.